are projecting architectural elements that are composed of parallel mouldings having various profiles. Apart from their purely decorative role, these elements also have a very important practical function. They regulate the flow of rainwater. Cornices gather the rainwater that flows down the upper parts of a building and, thanks to the acute angles of some mouldings that act as drip courses, they send it straight down. The operation begins with mechanical removal of any extraneous materials that have been spread on the upper part of the cornice to repair damage in the past. Then you dig a small channel in the mortar bed of the blocks above the cornice. The system presented here is a technique that was widely used in the past. It employs materials that have stood the test of time and thus assures stable and predictable behavior. These materials are coccioppisto and lead sheets. Slaked lime, pozzolana and brick fragments are the components of coccioppisto, the material that Vitruvius himself mentions. This will be applied on the upper part of the cornice to reconstruct the falls and to support the lead sheet. The mix is made of 1.5 parts pozzolana, 1.5 parts brick fragment and 1 part lime. These are carefully mixed together without adding any water. When the mix has acquired a creamy, smooth consistency, it's ready for use. When applying it, you must make sure that the climate is not too hot and dry and avoid direct sunlight if possible. The slope that you want to create with the new layer of material must be constant, not too accentuated to disturb the view from below, but steep enough to keep the rainwater flowing from above. To obtain a uniform result across the entire cornice, we first create reference strips. These are also made of coccioppisto, but larger brick fragments are added after being well wetted. After 2 or 3 days, the reference strips will have set and the areas between the strips can be filled in using the same procedure. The stone surfaces on which the coccioppisto is applied should be thoroughly wetted. In a few days, the new surface you've made will be the setting bed for the lead sheet that will crown the cornice. For this, you use a very thin sheet to keep the weight down, 0.2 of a millimetre in this case. The placement begins. The edge of the sheet towards the building is bent and inserted into the channel previously dug out between the top of the cornice and the first row of blocks above it. A tool with a wide, flat point helps in this operation. The lead tubes are then inserted. Light hammering causes them to expand and attach the lead sheet mechanically to the stone of the building. The next sheet is then mounted, and so forth. The edges are prepared with hot wax and are ready to be soldered with tin. The final step is to lightly fold down the outside edge of the lead sheet and the treatment is over.